Hello everyone. We are here to talk about Europe Study Centre. Let me introduce you to Mr. Rajdas Kurias, who is the Director of Marketing and Operation of Europe Study Centre. He's been with the company for many years. Europe Study Centre has been in the business for 15 plus years and are the pioneers in international recruiting of students. Mr. Rajdas has himself studied in Europe and has vast experience of the education in Europe. So he will be able to give you a brief and an overview of studying in Europe. Mr. Raj, please tell us your experience and how education in Europe is beneficial for students in India.
Thank you so much for the great introduction. It's been a pleasure to be a part of Europe Study Centre family. As you rightly pointed out, we are in this industry for more than 15 plus years, and we are representing both public as well as private universities inside European Union. Indeed, it's my privilege to be a co-passenger in this journey since its beginning.
So what do you think in terms of students, and why would they want to study in Europe?
If a student wants to go abroad,
Yes.
he wants to get an international exposure or an
Definitely.
international experience.
Yes.
So when it comes to European Union universities, if a student is getting admission into any of the 26 Schengen areas, he can get access to the entire 26 countries without any territorial limitation.
So you mean that one student visa they can travel across?
Yeah, absolutely. If a student is getting a visa in one country to do his education in that university,
Okay.
he can access the entire 26 European Union states.
Okay. So in what way is it beneficial to study in Europe? What are the criteria and what is the benefit for a student to study in Europe when you compare it to other countries?
See, the European Union is following a system called Bologna system.
Okay.
See, masters as well as bachelors,
Okay.
they have a general academic framework, which means that if a student is getting a master's degree from Sweden, it is equivalent to the degree that he gets from Lithuania,
Okay.
Germany, or even United Kingdom.
Okay.
So a Bologna system completely gives a general academic framework or a centralized education system. He is getting an exposure to the all 26 countries.
What I understand is that the population of Europe is reaching their retirement age. So there are a lot of requirement in terms of students from abroad to participate in studying there as well as looking for the future career in terms of job opportunities and pursuing their future. Is that right?
You rightly said, the statistical record shows that 19.2% of the total population of European Union are old age people.
Okay.
Which means there are n number of opportunities for young skilled professionals.
Okay.
See, I did my education from Netherlands, from a
Okay.
remote place like called Maastricht. In that, more than 65% of the population are old age people.
Okay.
So the European Union is looking for skilled young professionals. That's why they are encouraging more students to pursue their higher education from European countries.
Okay. So that is very beneficial for the students to study there. Also, making sure that there is an end result and their dream is fulfilled.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what about the creative part of a student and what kind of benefits in terms of how the exposure is? Like in India, if you talk about education, is more theoretical, but in Europe, it is more practical. Is that right? I mean, how does it? How is it different?
See, when it comes to the creativity, innovation, I would say that European Union universities are standing apart from the rest of the world.
Okay.
European universities are funded by government, which means that the students are getting benefit of subsidized fee structure.
Okay.
And application fee waivers, scholarship, bursaries, and even their living expenses are being met by the government.
Okay.
So 1/10 of the tuition fees is what they pay compared to the non-European countries.
Okay. So that means the tuition fees is very less.
Absolutely, it's a subsidized tuition fees, and it's a free education, and it can go up to 2,500 euros.
So what about the different types of scholarship? Like you have the Erasmus, then you have the ECTS. I've just heard about this, and what exactly do they mean, and how does it affect a student who wants to study there, and in what way?
There is a connection between the scholarships and also the academic credentials that a student gets. For example, Erasmus.
Okay.
It's called exchange. A student can actually do a studies or internship in another country. That is called Erasmus.
Okay.
And it is well connected to the system called ECTS, European Credit Transfer and Accumulation System, which means that in a year, if a student is getting a credit, he's accumulating those credits and he's transferring those credits from one country to another country.
Country means within the Schengen
Yeah,
country.
within the Schengen countries.
Okay,
I mean, one university to another university. So he's getting an exposure to the entire European Union.
Okay.
And the doors are open for the student. I mean, like the entire Schengen areas.
So what is the yearly credit that accumulates for ECTS? I mean, what is it 60 or 120 or 80? Or?
Well, it depends upon the each program that a student selects. But normally it starts with 60 credits.
Okay.
So if it's a 1-year program, it's a 60 credits. If it's a 2-year program, it's 120 credits. So it varies according to the course that you take.
What is the criteria to be part of the Erasmus scholarship?
See, normally Erasmus, in order to get Erasmus, the general qualification is, the student should be academically brilliant.
Okay.
I mean, he should be performing well during his studies. So he can actually do an Erasmus for a term from 2 months to 12 months.
Okay.
So he's getting an opportunity to do almost 1 year.
So based on the academic score, then he can apply for it.
Absolutely.
And this Erasmus is used in like an exchange program, right? So you mean that he can study anywhere else? Coming to the tuition fees, it's very low, you said. How come it is very low when you compare to other countries, and why is it low?
When I say about subsidized fee structure, it is because it is funded by the government on one hand, and on the other hand, if you take the top ranking universities, the employers in the industry know that these are all high ranking universities.
Okay.
Therefore, they are closely working with these universities. Because of that, as a complement, the students are getting internships and placement opportunities through this. The fees are absolutely free, and also the subsidized fee structure.
Okay.
And it's because, the government is actually funding the universities on one side.
That is very
and the companies are investing in the universities on the other side. So because of that, the students are getting these free education as well as subsidized fee structure.
Okay.
And in turn, it complements the students to get internship and placements.
So do they have exhibitions and things like that which is conducted so that the students get to meet these companies, or there are opportunities in that way?
Indeed, all the companies are having their own job fairs, and which happens in the campuses of the universities,
All right.
which give an exposure to the students to meet the employers and do the networking.
But again, the student has to be academically well sound.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Now, does it compromise on the teachers? Is the quality of the education very low because of the subsidized fees?
No, see, that's what I said. What makes European Union stand apart from the rest of the world? It's because of its creativity, innovation, and helping the students to find their potential. And also, if you take the student-professor ratio, it is only 10:1.
Okay.
Which means the students are being separated by small groups.
All
So
right.
that the students are getting individual attention from the professors from the beginning till he finishes the course.
Okay, it's not like how you have in India, you have around 50 students in a class. It's not like that. So the student gets that attention, and they get that exposure also on their creativity.
That's why we Europe Study Center is encouraging students to study in Europe.
That is excellent. So Mr. Raj, tell me about the universities. What is the ranking of the universities?
If you take the world ranking universities, it's all private as well as public universities. And to your surprise, we have a university which is having a supercomputer inside the campus of the university.
Fantastic. That's very, very good.
And majority of our business schools are triple accredited or triple crowned universities.
Okay.
Like Aquas, AMBA, EQUAS.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these are the accreditation that is being
Absolutely.
given by
These are accreditations given to
Okay.
the business schools.
them. Okay.
So when a student is actually getting an admission in all these schools, they are getting an exposure to the outside world. And also we give value for the money,
Okay.
because the European Union is investing in the higher education in terms of giving subsidized fee structure. Therefore, the students are getting affordable, fee structure without compromising the quality.
So Mr. Raj, what I understand from the conversation is that Europe as a continent do not compromise on the quality of their education. But like you mentioned, it is quite amazing that the fee structure is low and the government is doing a lot to promote education. as a service to mankind is what I understand.
Yes.
Is that right?
Absolutely.
That is a very, very good thing that what they're doing,
Yeah.
because this is the future of the children.
Yeah.
Mr. Raj, I'm quite thrilled after listening to you about what Europe Study Center can offer in terms of how do I apply and what are the procedures and what has to be done.
Before I answer that question, I would like to ask you, from the perspective of a student,
Okay.
just imagine what all hurdles he or she is facing during the application process in order to get into a foreign university.
You're absolutely right, because there'll be a lot of questions and queries that a student will have in their mind. For example, am I eligible for studying in this university? How do I apply in this university? What are the formalities? What is the fee structure? What are the documents that is required? What kind of paperwork do I need? What is the percentage that I need to enroll into any of the stream that I will want to study? What are the different countries that can offer these facilities? What are the documents that is required for visa? And all these jargons about nostrification is very new, and I mean, I don't understand. What do I do? Is there an interview? Is there a Skype interview? Do I have to wait for a long time to get an interview? Is there a date that has been fixed? Who would I have to contact in the university? And how does the visa procedure continue? What are the requirement documents for a visa? Oh my God, there's a lot of questions.
Yeah.
How do I do that if I'm a student? This will be a big thing. I won't be able to do it myself.
You're right, Veena. That's why we Europe Study Center is helping the students step by step in the entire process.
Okay.
See, a small error in the admission process will completely jeopardize their application process.
I'm sure.
And a small error even in their motivation letter will be a reason for rejection.
Okay.
Yeah, and there are many parameters
Okay.
in order to get admitted into a foreign university.
Right.
That is why we are helping the students, because we are in this industry
Yes.
for more than 15 long years, and we are recruiting to the entire European universities, and we are certified by governing bodies like British Council, then ISEF, NAFSA, EAIE, European Association for Student Recruitment, and ARC. And also we are co-funding the European Center for Project Internship, that is praxisnetwork.eu.
Okay.
And you can visit europestudycenter.com in order to get more information and to contact our young professionals and experts to get your admission done.
So you will run us through the whole kind of process and procedures that needs to be done for a student from the time of interview right up to when the students get enrolled into the university, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We are there to answer all the queries with regard to pre-admission, counseling, visa documentation, visa appointment, academic credentials, translations by the sound translators recommended by the university.
Yes, translation. I think that is a very key
Yeah.
question that would be thing. What about the motivational letter?
Yes.
Even that, would you be helping the students?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We are helping them step by step.
Okay.
Like the insurance during the travel support, the insurance, the enrollment with the university guidance,
Yeah.
and also we are giving them the accommodation assistance, and all these are actually we are helping the students with all the professionals, qualified, experienced person from Europe Study Center.
Even the insurance, what about the travel and the ticket, all that would you be also
Absolutely,
taking?
absolutely.
Oh, that is very good. So it is like a one-stop place where you
Yeah.
can get the entire range of assessment till the enrollment happens, even the visa and everything is be
Yes,
done.
yes.
So Europe Studies Center takes care of the entire. I think no other consultant would be doing that.
And we are part of a project which is co-funded by the European Union for finding internships in Europe, European Center for Excellence Internship Project, praxisnetwork.eu.
Raj, after listening to all this, I am extremely privileged to work for an organization such as Europe Study Center.
It's all about quality. Quality is not an accident. It's an outcome of an intelligent
Definitely.
effort. And we maintain high transparency. We define transparency as no hidden agendas or conditions. And with the available information, we are accompanying all this information in terms of collaboration, cooperation, and collective decision making. That's why our young experts with expertise in this field, qualified, professional, experienced persons are behind the entire admission process for students in Europe Study Center.
So what about the virtual aspect of our introduction to the students? How do you do that?
We are not only offering physical support to the students, whereas we are using all our in-house softwares to virtually counsel the students, to give them n number of support in terms of admission, application, knowing the information, status about the universities. So we are literally taking up the effort of students to come to the office physically.
So every stage you keep them informed. They don't have to come physically to the office, but they can do a virtual kind of grooming session that you provide.
Yes, Veena, the students, they don't have to come to the office physically. Rather, we are using all our in-house softwares to help them counsel through virtually.
Okay.
So we are doing virtual counseling for them with regard to admission, application process, and also they can know the application status through this software, and this is what actually we are doing.
Okay. Furthermore, the universities that we are working with are high-ranked universities and has all different streams of education that we provide for the students. Now, we take care of the students from the enrollment right up to when they settle into the university. So the entire process is taken care by Europe Study Center. So we facilitate the whole process for them. So this also builds a trust between the parents and the students, and they have the belief that their money is well spent. It is not gone to waste. So we understand that their hard-earned money is well spent on the education of the students. We also have coordinators working who takes care of the entire process, who are a young team and who understands the business very well and make sure that the students are reaching the final destination and their final dream without any hiccup.
And Veena, a good news for you.
Okay.
We are welcoming new potential partners and franchisees. We Europe Study Center, we are giving complete recruitment support to our partners.
Okay.
Because as you know, we are providing students with free education, subsidized fees, scholarships, and also we have a backend team which supports the student recruitment. As we have technical support, we have softwares. So with minimum investment, they can start up a company of recruiting.
That's fantastic. So what are you waiting for, guys? Please log in to www.franchise.europestudycenter.com and join us as partners of Europe Study Center. We are more than happy to assist you and guide you through the whole process and help you grow your business. The success of any business depends on how people in the relevant market see you. Optimizing your website to recruit international students, co-branding and marketing, client events, technical support and assistance. Tie up with all public and private universities, formal as well as informal. Lead conversion. How is the lead converted? We show you the whole method. Business data search engine, and we guarantee you return of investment on your business which you're joining hands with us. So be a franchisee or be an agent and be a partner to be a successful business person.
Yes, Veena. Yeah, the crux of inviting partners as well as franchisees is they have to have a very minimal investment in order to get this reputed brand called Europe Study Center.
Definitely. Working with Europe Study Center gives you the end result to work with very top-ranked universities which are reputed and gives you an edge over the other consultancy with all the entire platform of giving you the entire support of running your business and training you and getting you the students. So Mr. Raj, tell me about the difference between the education in India when you compare it to Europe. How is it different? What are the benefits and why do people go and study in Europe?
When you think about the educational system in Europe, you have to definitely differentiate it with the Indian educational system.
Okay.
When it comes to Indian educational system, it's completely theories and classroom studies.
Nice.
Most of the time a student is spending on the theoretical part.
Yes.
But when it comes to the European educational system, 90% of his total study during the course, it's completely dedicated for practical oriented studies.
Okay.
And he's spending only 10% of his studies for theoretical purpose.
Definitely.
So basically European education system follows a two system called PBL as well as CBL.
Okay.
It's called problem based learning and challenge based learning.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, and also, the students are divided into small groups.
Okay.
Being in this group, a professor is knowing the student from the beginning till the end of his, studies.
So they have a one-to-one kind of studying facility.
The professors are highly qualified and experts in those field.
Definitely.
Yeah, and the students are getting, opportunity to select extra courses, extra subjects. There are selectives from where the students can choose certain subjects and can specialize in that.
Okay.
So in this way, the Indian educational system is completely different from the European educational system.
This helps also to groom the child and make them more exposed to international standards and developing their skills, I guess.
Absolutely.
The natural skills and the creativity also comes out, I think so.
Yeah, because the students are getting a real life situation. That's
Okay.
the whole point.
All right.
That is why even the employers are interested in hiring students who are passing out from these universities.
Okay, but what about the fee structure when you compare it to India as well as when you compare to Europe?
See, again, why European education is standing apart is because if you go through the Human Development Index, which decides a country's ranking based on his life expectancy, education, health, all these factors decide whether a country is a developing country or a developed country or an underdeveloped country.
Okay.
In that, of course, that India is 136 out of 195 countries.
Definitely
So
is.
which means that unemployment rates are high in India, but
Yes.
when it comes to European Union, unemployment rates are less. For example, you take Czech Republic,
Yes.
only 2% of the total population are unemployed, which means there are huge opportunities for young professionals.
Also because of all the various industries which are existing in Europe, that also gives an edge, I guess.
Absolutely.
Right?
And also, if you go to the Environmental Protection Index, which decides a country's environment, like how
Pollution.
much the society is contributing to the pollution, or
Yes.
how the sustainable development or sustainable model works.
Okay.
In that, European universities or European countries are actually standing in higher position compared to English-speaking countries. To your surprise, Slovenia, it's a Central European country,
Okay.
is considered as the best when it comes to environment protection.
Also, I guess another point that is very important is the security and safety.
Yes,
You know?
I'm again coming to the point. If you take the Gini index
Yes.
and Gini ratio, where it classifies between the rich and poor.
Yes.
I mean, it balances the inequality in the society.
Yeah.
Because of the inequality, there are chances of high discrimination and racism. You will not hear such discrimination or such racism when it comes to European Union. But you might have heard about many other countries which had shown such partiality and discrimination towards
Yes.
Indian students.
Definitely.
But none of them have reported from European Union.
Not only in outside, but also in India, there's a lot of variation, like there's a caste system and so many things, factors that shows that racial discrimination. And this is what I've heard, that children will, improve and they'll also develop. It
Yes.
gives them the confidence
Yes.
to study in Europe.
Yeah.
I think that is a very, very important factor that
Yeah.
we need to emphasize on studying in Europe.
Yeah, that is the simple reason why we are supporting students to get their admission in top ranking university. So we Europe Study Center, we are dedicating completely all our resources to help students reach their destiny.
Yes.
And as I mentioned, all these reasons states the fact that European Union universities are number one when it comes to education.
Yes. And the quality of education is not compromised
Absolutely.
with the lecturers, with the
Absolutely.
professors
Yeah.
also is very, very experienced,
Yeah.
I think. Like what happens in India, like what we find is that when they finish their graduation and they start teaching, but whereas in Europe, I think they have more experience,
Yeah.
and that gives a lot of value for students studying in Europe. Mr. Raj, I just wanted to talk about Erasmus. This is the common question that everybody has. What exactly is Erasmus and how does it help the student to pursue their education?
Yeah, in simple terms, Erasmus means exchange. It
Okay.
is a European Union funded program
Okay.
where students are getting an opportunity to study in another country
All right.
during the course of studies.
Okay.
This also includes internship opportunities. See, when a student is getting an Erasmus, for example, if a student is studying in Poland, then he is getting an opportunity to study in Germany through Erasmus, or in any other campuses, maybe in Sweden or Finland, wherever. So that is basically Erasmus.
How do they apply? Can they do it individually, or it has to be through the university? How does it work?
Normally, Erasmus opportunities are available for all the students, those who are applying for the program. So the simple criteria is they have to meet a minimum requirement of CGPA.
Okay.
And I mean, otherwise they are completely eligible for Erasmus. So through Erasmus, they are also getting some scholarships where even the living expenses in that country where they are going are also met through the Erasmus program.
And also you mentioned about the living expenses also covered in the Erasmus scholarship, right?
Yes. The students, they don't have to worry about how to get an Erasmus or how to apply for an internship, because we Europe Study Center, we are a part of a project which is co-funded by the European Union for internship and project. It's a European Center for Internship and Projects. It's praxisnetwork.eu.
So Raj, Erasmus, how does it work? Is it a particular country, or is it a particular university, or everyone?
See, Erasmus option is available for all the students throughout the entire European countries as well as non-European countries.
Raj, now please explain to me how different is Europe Study Center from other consultancy?
Europe Study Center as a brand, it's an established company which is having partnership with all the universities, formally and informally. And we are pioneers in this industry for 15 long years. So we are known for the credibility in this market because of our quality services, which includes the reputation that we have in this industry for recruiting 1,000+ students every year.
I think that is a very key important factor, because reputation is something that a brand is recognized with, and transparency and credibility. I think that is a very important factor.
And also we are providing virtual support to our recruiters and also for the students, which includes about the experience in recruiting thousands of students every year annually. We also have done a virtual education fair, and we have plenty of our franchisee offices across India. We have a technical team with all the softwares to support our partners. We have good connections with the universities, and we are working 365 days 24/7, and employee friendly atmosphere we have in office. These are the main elements.
I think those factors play a very important role for any company. And building a brand such as Europe Study Center takes it a long way, carrying all these different aspects, because all these factors play a very important role.
Europe Study Center is having a brand value in the market because of the credibility of services that we provide to our customers. And that also includes the reputation in sending thousands of students annually to the European Union. And also, we are the very first consultancy which had done a virtual education fair.
That's very good. See, I think credibility is a very, very key factor in any organization, which also builds a brand and helps it go a long way. So even having a virtual fair, which is also moving forward in the technology, is helping the people understand that this is how the company operates.
In the last year, we have done a huge higher education fair. Where lots of universities have participated, interacted with the students, and we have a huge technical support team. Literally, we are giving support to our partners by providing them with softwares where they can access 1,000+ universities through the platform.
That's fantastic. That's very good. So you can just get any kind of information in terms of in the software.
Absolutely.
So this is how you kind of help partner with Europe Study Center.
And when it comes to the strength of our offices, we have offices all across the globe.
All right. So that way anybody from abroad or even in India, they can avail the facilities of Europe Study Center and enroll their students through the same platform.
Yes, we have certifications from authorized governing bodies like British Council, ISEF, NAFSA, EAIE, European Association for International Students.
Excellent.
And
So all these
yes.
certifications are thing and
ARC.
so
Yeah.
with all this thing, this gives you value added for Europe
Yes.
Study Center as a brand.
Yes, and of course we have a good connection with the embassies,
Okay.
so that it makes the service much easier for the students.
Uh-huh.
In order to get their support and also to reach their study destination.
So do you help students to get visa slots?
Yeah, see, again, it depends. Many of our universities are working closely with the ministry,
Okay.
and whereby they are helping our students to get the visa slots.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is an added value
Absolutely.
for working with Europe Study Center when you compare it with other consultants.
Yes.
So
yes.
definitely Europe Study Center stands
Yes.
way apart
Yeah.
than other consultancies.
So
That
that's
is
the reason why we are inviting potential partners and franchisees across the globe.
Now, since we have covered most of the points,
Yeah.
and now the most important thing is the ECTS.
Yes.
What exactly is ECTS, and how does it help a student studying in Europe? How do they move forward in terms of their education?
When it comes to the European education system,
Yes.
it is completely following a system called ECTS.
Okay.
It's otherwise called European Credit Transfer and Accumulation System.
Okay.
So if you take the two words like CT, that is credit transfer,
Okay.
which means whatever credits that you have accumulated in that particular year, you can actually transfer those credits to another country.
Raj, is it within Europe, or is it only it can be used outside also Europe?
Yeah, the degree itself is recognized worldwide.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter like whether it is inside Europe or outside Europe.
Okay. So Raj, this ECTS, is it transferred within Europe, or it can be used outside Europe also?
See,
The transfer.
the ECTS it can be transferred within the European countries as well as to the other non-European countries.
So could you elaborate a little bit about the ECTS for the students to understand better?
Yeah, normally the ECTS can be divided into 3 cycles. That is
Okay.
the first cycle, which is the bachelor's program, the second cycle, the master's program, and the third cycle, the doctoral studies.
Okay.
So when you take the bachelor's program, it goes from 3 to 4 years.
All right.
And which is like 180 to 240 credits.
Okay.
And when it comes to the second cycle, that is masters,
Masters.
it is like 2 year, and it can be 1 year advanced program.
Yes.
So normally the credits from 90 to 120 credits that the
Okay.
student he has to obtain
Okay.
during this course of studies.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one credit is equal to how many hours? How much
it
does
is like 24 study hours actually.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how it's accumulated, and
Yes,
that's the
yes.
reason.
And that's why the European education system is different from the Indian education system,
Okay.
where the students have more working hours
All right. Okay.
compared to the Indian system.
Now, Raj, tell me about the scholarship opportunities for students. For example, every student will not be able to afford the tuition fees in Europe for their higher studies. How can we help them, and how can Europe Study Center help them?
There are numerous scholarships available for the students.
Okay.
A few of them are academic scholarship, public funding, social grants, starter scholarship, living
Okay.
expense scholarships, Erasmus scholarships, internship scholarships. These are all options available for the students.
That is very, very good. So all these scholarships Europe Study Centers can help the students avail these scholarships, right?
Being the official representative of European universities, we get special Europe Study Center scholarships for our students.
As mentioned, we have several scholarships in Europe. So Europe Study Center can help the students to avail these scholarships. But of course, various criteria has to be taken into consideration, like their academic score and various other factors to avail these scholarships. Now, Raj, let us discuss about the quality of education and the international standard of education. Now, these are questions which most of the parents would like to know, the students would like to know, as well as the recruiter would like to know.
Yeah.
So, if you can just give us a little bit of information on that, it will help everybody to understand what
Yeah.
it is all about.
See, understanding the concept of international education is mainly twofold.
Okay.
One is the students are integrating into the dynamic international community,
Okay.
and whereby they are getting a perspectiveness about their faith, culture, language, etc.
All right.
And on the other hand, as I said, it's all about practical studies.
Yes.
There is no room for theoretical classes, and that is what differentiates that with the other educational system. And according to the OECD report and PISA scores, the effective education system is the output of the real strong economy.
So Raj, could you tell me a little bit about the term pizza and how does it specify? What does it exactly specify?
As I said, PISA score or PISA means Program for International Student Assessment.
Okay.
It's all about assessing the skills of the students in order to apply that in the real life. That is called PISA.
Okay.
So if you take a PISA score of a country,
All right.
European Union countries are all ranking high.
Okay.
All their scores are really high compared to even non-European countries. And as per the recent report,
Okay.
the PISA scores are high when it comes to European Union countries compared to the non-European countries.
All right. Raj, that is a fantastic way of explaining. Very excellently you have explained in detail. Now, so that means it is two sides of a coin. It is globalization and internationalization. So it's basically two sides of the coin, right?
Yeah, see, when it comes to international education, it plays a significant role in the society.
Okay.
Recently, I have gone through a research paper in which I have seen three important criteria,
All right.
like openness, then quality assurance,
Okay.
globally recognized degrees,
Okay.
and equitable access. So these are the conditions which should be implemented when it comes to an international education. For
Definitely.
example, higher education in Netherlands, Ireland, Poland, France, all these are, all these have
implemented
these three factors.
Okay, so it is implemented as part of their
Higher
system.
education, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And for example, there are governing bodies to implement these strategies,
Okay.
such as NUFIC in Netherlands,
Uh-huh.
DAD in Germany, now in Poland, and Campus France in France.
So these are very recognized bodies which is actually giving all these, implementing
Yes.
all these factors.
Yeah. Campus France in France, and it itself proves there is a high demand for international education, and the quality is also assured.
Definitely, it must be assured,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Raj, please tell us exactly about the universities that we work with the countries that we work with, and different streams that we work with in Europe.
As the name of the company itself suggests, we are Europe Study Center.
Exactly.
We have an expert team of qualified, experienced persons who are helping the students with all the application process.
Okay.
So you name a program, our academic counselors will guide you through the entire process till you reach your study destination.
So at Europe Study Center, we have a whole team who is the back-end support and helps you through the whole process of admission, starting from enrollment, right up to counseling, writing to the motivation letter and the visas processing. The whole process they guide you through, right, Raj?
We are associated with universities in Europe.
Okay.
We have close connections with the consulates,
Okay.
and we have built a rapport over the years. This makes our recruitment more credible in the industry, and we are recruiting students to various programs like bachelor's, master's, doctoral studies. We have preparatory programs, short-term programs. We have pathway programs. So these are the various programs which is available for the student.
So even foundation programs also is also
Absolutely.
included.
Absolutely.
So Raj, please can you tell me the fee range, the tuition fee range for the universities in Europe?
In Europe, most of the higher education are funded by the government, which includes subsidized fee structure,
Okay.
free education,
All right.
and the tuition fees can go up to 2,500 euros. So they are getting scholarships in terms of bursaries, and they are also getting application fee waiver, and
Okay.
also they are exempted from miscellaneous charges.
That's very interesting. So Raj, what about the living cost for a student? How expensive is it? Is it affordable?
Yeah, it depends upon the cities where they live. If they are living in Western countries and Scandinavian countries, obviously the living cost is high. But when it comes to the Eastern European countries and Central European countries, it's the living cost is less, which means that they are getting even in accommodation. When it comes to accommodation, they get a subsidized rates, and the students are getting a card. Indeed, the card is used in restaurants.
I heard about it. Yes, the student card is fantastic. Like they can use that for clubs, for sports activity, for swimming, for movies, and even the transport. It's a subsidized rate. So this gives them the edge. Like, you get complete benefit when you compare the cost of living. So all these things are included in the cost of living, which is a fantastic opportunity opportunity for a student to study in Europe. So why wouldn't they study in Europe, right?
See, on an average, 300 to 500 euros per month is what actually the living cost of a student, depending upon the city where he lives.
Okay, so that means like if it is very centrally located, maybe it goes a little higher, right? Compared to if it is on the outskirts,
Yes.
the living cost would go. So it also depends on the student's lifestyle, I guess. It all
you're
adds up
absolutely
to that,
right.
yes.
That's why the living cost in European Union is less compared to the non-European countries.
Raj, could you throw some light on the part-time job options and the stay back in each country? I mean, is it different or is it uniform across?
When it comes to the part-time job,
Okay.
the students are legally permitted to work 15 to 20 hours in a week. They can work both on campus as well as off campus.
Okay.
And also the post-study work permit. It depends upon individual countries. It can go up to 1 year to 2 year. And during this time, they can convert their student residence permit into permanent residence card. And eventually they are able to get a permanent residence in Europe.
That is a very good point, and I'm sure most of the students, after they hear this, they will definitely want to go and study in Europe and convert into a permanent resident stay there. So, Raj, could you tell us what type of services do we offer? Because that is a very important question which everybody would like to know.
Yeah. We Europe Study Center, we are giving a number of services for our students.
Okay.
Pre-admission assessment, which means based upon the profile of the student, our expert team analyze the documents and give them the right options where their profile fit.
And counseling. Counseling is one of the services, main service that we provide in Europe Studies Center for students. Basically, it's to prepare the students to study in Europe and prepare them for what course they will be taking, for being prepared for the new environment that they'll be participating. So all this counseling happens for the students, and this is all done in-house in Europe Study Center.
Yes, and along with that, we give them the application support.
Okay.
Which means, we start the process of
right.
applying to the university. There we require documents. So we give the document support and the documents are sent across to the universities where there will be a credit evaluation of the documentations, and there will be legalization, nostrification, and there will be translations where translators will be recommended by the universities.
So the translators, of course, is not for every country, but certain countries, they definitely need the documents to be translated. So they provide us the service, which we will talk to the students and help them and tell them this is what they need to do. And next, the student orientation, getting them prepared with a Skype interview, which will be conducted by the universities. So all these, process will be done by Europe Study Center.
Yeah. We are giving the visa support in terms of we take the visa slots for the students, even post-landing services like insurance, travel guidance, and when they go to the university to get them enrolled, we give them the assistance.
And the visa application. Now for the visa application, there are various documents that needs to be submitted. So we tell them and help them to what are the visa documents that is required for the interview, prepare them for the interview, groom them for the interview, what are the questions that they need to answer during the interview. All these processes and all the support is done by Europe Study Center.
And we have facilitators in all European countries to help them with their temporary residence permit, and also to help them enroll with the university and to give them the accommodation support as well.
And also guide them till they settle properly in the university, right? So this is all the service that we provide in Europe Study Center.
Because of all the facilities that we provide through Europe Study Center, the student is comfortably reaching the university without any issues.
So because of all these facilities that we provide in Europe Study Center, the students reach a comfort zone right from starting from enrollment right till they settle in the universities. And what we have also noticed, even after they settle in the universities, we also have the other students coming in the next batch. The earlier students give them a lot of support, moral support in terms of getting airport shuttle services. All these facilities are provided. So students like to work with Europe Study Center, and it is a word of mouth that goes on from student to student every year, and we get the students coming towards us all the time.
Yes, indeed, we Europe Study Center are providing an integrated full-scale service for all our students reaching universities in Europe.
Yes, absolutely right, Raj. we at Europe Studies Center give full support to the students as well as agents, as franchisees, whatever there are, to fulfill their dream and to move forward. So Europe Studies Center, be a partner with us, join hands with us, whether in terms of franchise or agents, or if students want to study and pursue their education abroad, we are there to help you. One-stop shop for all your facilities, A to Z facilities to fulfill your dreams. Thank you.